can you just tell me a little bit about how you started the company?
Sure. So the idea came about when I had an A back in 2003, and I went looking for the muslin swaddling blankets that I knew from back home in Australia, and I was truly blown away that they didn't exist in the US, because I thought, how the hell do Americans have babies without this stuff? Because in Australia you use 10 of them a day, to swaddle, to burp, to tummy time, stroller covers, nursing covers, and then you just, chuck them in the wash each time one gets dirty and you bring out the new ones. I was truly surprised that no one had ever heard of muslin in America, and so I just sort of had that aha moment where I thought every Aussie can't have this wrong, and if I introduce it to the US, American mums and parents would respond the same way as the Australians did. So lucky for me, my hunch was right. And so I had the idea in 2003. Took me to 2006 to work out how the hell to make them because I had no supply chain or manufacturing background. It was quite a long period of time between the idea and moving into Aiden and Anae and running it full time.
There are so many photos all over the news of very famous babies wrapped in your swaddles. How do you get them into their hands?
Initially, they bought them like everybody else. Turns out that celebrities are parents just like the rest of us, and they want what's best for their kids, as do we. So they all became Aiden and Anae fans, and then the other serendipitous thing was that they used them to cover their babies to shield them from the paparazzi. So they were just being photographed everywhere. So 2 weeks after we went onto the market, Adam Sandler was photographed walking down Malibu Beach with his new baby and his wife, with an Aiden and Anae blanket draped over the baby, and that was a full-page picture in Us Weekly. So 2 weeks after we went to market, we already had celebrity press, and it just never stopped from there. We never set out to build a celebrity-endorsed brand. That was just a very organic byproduct of it being such a fantastic product. I always set out to build Aiden and Anae to be a very accessible product and brand because I believed 100% that all you should ever wrap your baby in was muslin. So that was kind of my movement that I was focused on. I wanted every mother to know about this stuff because I truly believe it's the best thing you can use on your baby. It turns out that celebrities want the same thing as us regular folk do.
So let's turn over to muslin. Why muslin?
It's just a wonder fabric in my mind. It's soft, it's breathable, it gets better the more you wash it. It stands the test of time.
What are your favorite products that you've created?
The sleeping bag. That came about because my second daughter at the time was a really restless sleeper, and the sleeping bags that were on the market were quite thick, fleece and jersey. And then it just dawned on me, oh, I can just make a sleeping bag out of muslin. Even the washcloths, I love the washcloths. They don't get a lot of time in the sun, but they are just so much nicer to use on a newborn baby's skin than terry, because that can be a bit scratchy on there, and muslin is so soft and gentle. My all-time favourite product still is the very first swaddle that we put on the market, just for sentimental reasons, obviously, because it started it all. And then, of course, the clothing, which is the first product that we've launched since my kids are now too old to use most of Aiden and Anae's products, that I was truly devastated that I wasn't going to be able to use it on my girls, because the clothing is just so beautiful.
What's the number one lesson starting out that you would disseminate?
Well, it's not rocket science. It's really not. Like I say to everybody, I am so average. Like there is nothing special or exceptional about me. It's just I had an unwavering belief in the product and the fact that I wanted every mum to have it. So it really was driven from a very genuine place, me wanting to, it wasn't about building a multi-million-dollar business. It was really about getting the product out there. So I think that that's key. You have to have absolutely unwavering belief in whatever product or service or whatever it is that you're wanting to introduce to the world. And you have to be prepared to just work really, really hard. You know, beyond that, there isn't any magic, you know, potion behind it all. It's just about believing in it and working really, really hard to make sure you see it through.